Okay, and today we have taken hello and welcome to Success Mantra, and this is your own channel in which we are doing live videos, okay, live classes, and today in this live classes we are going to study Abou Ben Adhem's League Hunt. That is the poet. The name of the poet is League Hunt, and the poem is Abou Ben Adhem's. Okay, this is the ninth poem from your book of ICSE. Okay, and this is one of the poem which has been selected for the board exam as well. Okay, so out of these poem, this is one of the poem which might come in the exam. So you have to be very attentive in this session so that we can understand this poem. And hello, this is Adarsh Vili, and I welcome you all to your own channel, that is Success Mantra by Adarsh Vili. And here we start our lesson for today. So here we see that the poem that we are discussing today. What is the name of the poem? That is the name of the poem. But before we start the poem, let's see that what brief things about this poem that is also important for you to understand about the poem. Okay, so now you see that this poem Abou Ben Adhem is actually can be read under two headings. What are these two headings? First heading you can name as the love for mankind. Okay, this poem is actually based on the love for mankind, and the another aspect of this poem, that is the love for God. Okay, so this poem can be read under these two headings, that is love for mankind and another one is love for God. And briefly, if you see this poem, what it says here, that in a nutshell, briefly it says that Abou Ben Adhem is a dramatic poem. The first thing that we should note about, that this is a kind of a dramatic poem. It gives us a moral lesson, and there is a moral lesson in this poem. It conveys that the love of the humanity is the best. It is talking about the love which one should have for human beings. Okay, we are talking about the love for humanity. Those who love and serve their fellow man receive God's love and His blessings. So, what is the best way to serve God? That is by showing your love to mankind. If you show your love to mankind, then God will also bless you in return. The form of the poem is a parable. Now you see that what is the form of the poem? The poem is a kind of a parable. Now what is a parable? Parable is actually the teachings which is given through the poems and stories with some kind of example. When we take an example and we tell a story in which there is some moral lesson, okay, then what we call it? We call it a parable. So there is a teaching in this poem, and what is that teaching? That is the love for mankind and the love for God. It narrates a brief incident to bring home the main idea. Now there is a small incident which is given in this poem to clear the main idea of the poem. So what it says over here, that once upon a time there lived a man whose name was Abou Ben Adhem. Now you see that there was a man whose name was Abou Ben Adhem. Abou Ben Adhem is the central character of this poem. He was gentle and virtuous person, and two qualities of Abou Ben Adhem has been mentioned over here as gentle and virtuous. As he did noble deeds during the day, he would enjoy peaceful sleep. Now, what was his quality? His quality was that he did noble deeds. And when you do noble deeds, then naturally, what will happen? You will have a peaceful sleep at night. So one night he woke up from his sleep because of the dazzling light. Now one day there is an incidence of a night here, that when he was sleeping, suddenly his room was filled with light, dazzling light. He saw an angel writing something in a beautiful golden book. And what he saw when he woke up, then he saw that there was an angel, and the angel was writing something in the golden book. He asked the stranger what he was writing. Now Abu and Adam suddenly woke up from his sleep, but he was not afraid. Okay, he was not a man to be afraid. If suddenly somebody comes in your room and you are sleeping, then naturally you will be afraid. But here we see that Abu bin Adam was not afraid at all, and he asked the person, the angel, gently. The angel raised his head and replied in a very calm, sweet voice that he was writing the name of those person who love God. So what Abu bin Adam asked the angel? What he said? He asked the angel that what he was writing. Okay. So the angel replied that he was writing the name of those person who love God. He was writing the name of those person who love God. So Abu became curious and wanted to know if his name was there in the list. Now here we see that Abu bin Adam, he was now curious and he wanted to know that whether his own name was there in the list or not. The angel said that it was not, but the angel said that no, your name is not there. Now again you see that Abu bin Adam was not angry at all. He was not angry that why his name was not there, because Abu bin Adam was a very gentle man and he always did good things. He served God. But he was not at all depressed, nor he was angry. Abu was bit taken aback, but he did not feel depressed. In a cheerful tone, he requested the angel to include his name in the list of those people who love their fellow man. But here we see that Abu bin Adam, he made a appeal. He made a request to the angel. And what was his request? His request was that to include his name in the list of those people who love, who are blessed by God. He wanted that his name should appear in the list of those people who are blessed by God. Abu's name. Now what happened? That what he was saying? He was saying that include my name in the list of those people who love their fellow man. Okay. What he was saying that you should include my name in the list of those people who love their fellow man. The angel wrote his name and disappeared. Now, when he made a request, the angel, he wrote his name and the angel disappeared from there. The next night, the angel appeared again in Abu's room with more dazzling light. Now, next day or next night, the angel appeared again, and this time you see that the angel was dazzling more with more dazzling light that woke Abu up. He showed up the list of those persons who were blessed by God. Now this time you see that the angel had a different list, and he showed Abu bin Adam the list, and that list of the people who were blessed by God. Now the name of Abu bin Adam was at the top of the list. This reveals that God loves those who love their fellow man, who love their fellow human beings. So you see that what Abu has said to the angel, that include my name in the list of those people who love mankind, who serve mankind, who help people, other people. And when the angel came here, again the next night, the next day when the angel came, so what we find that Abu's name was in the list of those people who are loved by God. Now there is a difference. You see that we all love God, but how many people are there who can say that God love us? Okay, there are two different aspects, no? That we all love God, but do God love us? God doesn't want that we should go and serve Him in that manner, because God does not need our service. God does not need our money, but God wants that we should help other people. Okay, so service of the mankind is the service of God. If you want to serve God, then what we have to do? We have to serve the mankind first. Okay, so this was the poem in brief. Now let us see this poem in some detail. We will see this poem according to the extracts which are given in the book. So here what we see that Abu bin Adam, and in the bracket it is written over here that may his tribe increase. This is the first line of the poem, where we see that the poet is saying that Abu bin Adam, and in the bracket it is written may his tribe increase. Now, why his tribe should increase and what type of tribe we are talking about? What type of tribe we are talking about and why this thing is written in the bracket? Okay, so you see that may his tribe increase means that Abu ben Adhem was one person who was very gentle, and what he did, he was very kind hearted, and what he did, that he always helped and he always served other people. So you see that the poet is saying that if more people will become like Abu, then naturally this world will become a better place for all of us to live. Because what is the main thing that we are lacking today, and that is kindness, and that is the spirit to help others. Okay, so if everyone will become kind, then naturally this world will become a better place, and that is why the poet is in the bracket written over here that may his tribe increase. Okay, then we see the next line. The second line says that woke one night from the deep sleep of peace. So now we see that in this line it is written that he woke from the deep sleep. Two words to be noted over here. First word should be he woke one night from a deep dream of peace. So what he was dreaming, he was sleeping peacefully. And who can sleep peacefully? The one who has done good deeds in the day. If you deceive somebody, you tell lie, you fight with other people, and all these type of things, if you steal something. So you see that what will happen, you will not be able to sleep properly by the night time. You must have seen that those bad people, the criminals and all these type of people, they are unable to sleep by the night time. If you do bad things, if you take money from other people by different other like wrong sources, if you earn money and this type of things, if somebody is doing by cheating or something else, then what these people do, they are unable to sleep by night. They are not able to sleep properly. So here the Abu was sleeping peacefully and in a deep dream of peace, and saw within a moonlight in the room. The third line of the poem is telling us that and saw within the moonlight in his room. And what he saw over here, he saw that there was a kind of a moonlight. There was something shining brightly. It was even more than the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in the bloom. Okay, so here it is written that making it more rich, which means that the light was very bright and it was as white as the lily in the bloom. We are talking about the white lily. Okay, it's a kind of a flower, you all know. And he is saying that like a lily in the bloom. An angel writing in a book of gold. And what did he see over there? He saw that there was an angel writing something in a golden book. There was an angel who was writing something in the golden book. Exceeding peace had made Abu ben Adhem bold. Now you see that Abu ben Adhem has become bold. And why he has become bold? Because he was a very peaceful person and he was a very good person. So he was not afraid of anyone. He has not done wrong to anyone. And when you do not do anything wrong to anyone, then you are not afraid. Okay, if you do wrong things, then you will be afraid that somebody will come and catch me, somebody will punish me. But if you have not done anything wrong, then you will not be afraid of anyone. Such was the condition of Abu ben Adhem also, that he was not at all afraid, and exceeding peace had made Abu ben Adhem bold. And to the presence in the room he said, and he said to the person, the angel who was present in that room. What did Abu ben Adhem say to the angel? What writest thou? What writest thou? What are you writing? What are you writing? This vision raised his head. Now this vision, now what is the vision? The vision is referred to the angel. Okay. The angel raised his head and with a look made all of the sweet accord. And you see that he looked at him and there was a peace. Peacefully he was looking at him. And with a look made all sweet accord answered, the name of those who love the Lord. And what did the angel say? The angel say that I am writing the name of all the people who love the Lord. So you see that if I ask you one question here, that how many of you love God? Everyone will say that yes, we all love God. Okay, we will not say that we do not love God. Why it is so? Because this is a very general question, that we all love God, and when we do good deeds, then what we think, that God is watching us. But when we do wrong deeds, at that time we forget God. So is that love? Is that love for God? When you love someone, then you obey that person. That is how you show your love to the person whom you really love. When you listen to him, when you obey him. So here we see that he is saying that the name of those who love the Lord. So it is very common that everyone loves the Lord. And is my name and is mine one? So he is asking that, is my name there? If somebody asks you this question, that how many of you love God, so everyone will say that we all love God, so our name should also be there in the list. Sometimes we go to temple, church or mosque. Okay, sometime on the festival we also do some kind of charity. Getting me? If it is our birthday, we will give some gift to the poor people also. But do we do it regularly? Is it in our nature? Is it our nature that every time you are like trying to help someone? So it's not in nature of everyone that they will do the great deeds. It's not a great deed. I will not call it a great deed. It's only simple deeds, but done with a good heart. So he says that he wanted to know that whether my name is there. Said Abou, nay, not so. But the angel says that no, your name is not there. So you see that naturally, if you do good deeds, suppose you are in Abou's place and you are very kind and you give generous, you give charity, you help other people, everything, and somebody and the angel is telling you that your name is not in that list, who love God, then you will be angry, no? Everyone will say that I have done so much of work for God and God does not recognize me, isn't it? So, but Abou was not of that nature. What he was saying, replied the angel, who spoke more low, but cheerfully said still and said, I pray thee then write my name as one that loves his fellow man. So he said that, okay, my name is not in the list of those people who love God. Then you do one thing, that you write my name in the list of those people who love his fellow man. Now what is fellow man? Fellow man means everyone that we see around us. Okay? So do we really love them? It is only shown, it only is known when some situation is there. Suppose you are passing by and somebody is met with an accident. So you see that how many people will be there who are ready to help him. There will be very few people. Other people will stand and they will watch and they will not do anything. Some people will not even stop. They will go. They will say that we have some important work. But there will be one or two people who will really good and they will help those people. So what it means, that they have love for their fellow man. They do not know them, then they are helping them. That is known as what? We all do things for one who are our relatives, our friends. We can help them. It's not a great deed. Okay, but when we help those people who really do not have anything, who really do not have any relation with us, then only we can say that we love the fellow man. The angel wrote and vanished. The next day it came again with a great awakening light. Now you see that next day the angel came again. Okay? And this time he came with a great awakening light. He came with even more bright light. Okay? And showed the name of those whom love of God has blessed. And they said that, see, I have brought the list of those people. Next day the angel says that I have brought the list of those people who are really blessed by God. Matlab those people who God will give blessings. Those whom God loves. So in this manner, Abou bin Adhem's name was not in the list of those people who love God, but his name appeared in the list of those who are loved by God. Getting me? So there is a big difference. And lo, Ben Adhem name listed all the rest. So his name was at the top of the list of those people who are loved by God. Okay, we all love God, but how many people does God love? Is God happy with what we are doing for him? Okay, so this way you see that Have you understood this much about the poem? Any other thing? Any other question that you have in this? Like generally, hmm? Yeah. What is it? What it is? Awoke one night from deep dream of peace. It means that Abu Ben Adam was sleeping peacefully, and suddenly he woke up. Okay. Now let me give you a brief some explanation in Hindi also. Okay, you want that? Yes or no? So I think that this poem was easy and it doesn't require any kind of explanation to be given in Hindi. Okay, because this is a simple poem in which we see that this is about Abu Ben Adam, and in the end you see that it teaches us a lesson also. And what is that lesson? The theme. It has got two major themes, and what are these things? Love for mankind and love for God. Okay, if you love mankind, then naturally what will happen? You will have love for God also. And what is the message which is given through this poem? The message is very simple. The message of the poem is obvious. We should love humanity. What is the message of the poem? The message of the poem is that we should love humanity. We should cultivate fellow feelings and do everything to serve our fellow human beings. And what type of feelings do we have? Should we have? We should have a feeling that we should always be ready to help our fellow human beings. When we do so, God is pleased and God blesses us with His un infinite love. And when we help other people, then what God does? He also loves us with bless us with His infinite love. Ben Adam finds his name at the top of the list of those who are blessed by God. Okay, so Abu Ben Adam, what we see that was found ठीक है at the place at the top of the list of those people who are loved by God. He does many noble deeds and led the virtuous life. So you see that why it is because he has uh, done some very virtuous deeds. Getting me? He lived a virtuous life. Why? Because he was able to do kind deeds, and that is why you see that his name appeared at the top of the list. Okay. So, do you have any question in this? You have any question? If you don't have any question right now, then you will prepare this poem, and then we can have an interactive session in which you can ask me your questions. Okay. So I hope that this is enough for today, and you have understood this poem. So with that, we come to the end of today's session. This is Adarsh Vili signing off for today. Do join my channel Success Mantra by Adarsh Vili. Goodbye.